I'm going to see. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. And we're going to try something that we haven't been able to do before. We have some special formulas and documents that we use on the adventure team, right? That has a lot of the stuff that we'll use when we're helping somebody, formulas, spreadsheets, and this is stuff that nobody in their right mind would let somebody else just have. So I was thinking, it's Thanksgiving Eve here in the U.S. So here is what I was. I'll show you how to share here in just a second, but sheets here that has it has the domains, it has the whole system, it has checklists, what to post about, it even is building formulas, all that stuff. Like pretty much if you get your hands on this, that is the Death Star plans. It is my most nerdy thing ever. Like, it's the Death Star plans. And I had the adventure team generate a link, and if we can hit 1 million hearts in one broadcast, hasn't been done here. 1 million hearts in one broadcast, is that even possible? I don't even know if it's possible. I know that we've gotten almost to 500,000, but if we could get to 1 million hearts, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm going to take all my data, I'm going to take the Death Star plans, I'm going to put it on a domain name, and I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to unlock it for 24 hours. So if you haven't shared, you need to share this. If you have another iPad, log in, get your children, those toddlers. I don't like to call it child labor. I prefer to call it elves. Get all your elves around the house, right? And there's two things that are going to happen. I'm even going to go and even work on this through the night, and I got a couple other people that are helping me, and we're going to take all our links and everything that we know about Instagram. We're going to take all of our stats and add it to a tab, and it's basically going to be the problem with even publishing for social media is there's no way that it ever can be up to date. So this will be our live document, and here's the thing: this isn't just a document that you're going to get and you download. This actually is our working document, and if you have the link, right, you won't be able to get it unless you have this link and you're on here. You will have that link, and as we make changes, you will have it. That's insane. We shouldn't even do that. Here's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm really passionate about some of the work we're doing in Detroit at the Hope Center. If we, I got to speak. I hope, eriks go. But if we can hit 1 million hearts, I am going to, right after this broadcast, I'm going to text my buddies at the Hope Center. They go to Walmart tomorrow morning. They've made a deal for 68 cents a pound. You're going to get about a 12 to 15 pound turkey for a family. And if we hit 1 million hearts, personally, I'm going to wire transfer $1,000, and I'm going to buy 100 turkeys. Now, I'm not going to buy it. You're going to buy it. So you give the hearts, and we hit 1 million hearts. I'm going to give you something amazing. And what we're going to do is we are going to give 100 families in Detroit Thanksgiving tomorrow morning. Okay? Sounds good? Well, here's a few other things. We're going to do a contest. So the official hashtag fail, I don't even think I put it in the headline of this. So some of you are going to have to put it right in here. It is Instagobble, Instagobble. So some people, I know some teams are actually running their own contests, who can get the jankiest face. I guess there's something called the JE Snarl, because I look under my glasses like that, and I do this with my nose, and yeah. See, look, I see all of the, screen captures. So Instagobble, awesome. We're already at 3,000 people live on this broadcast. That's amazing. And for those of you who aren't in for the comments, I'm going to show you a little trick. But a lot of times what you might want to do is throughout the broadcast, people have to leave for whatever reason. Their pies are burning for tomorrow, and so you can get their spot. But we are going to have a chance, right? So people that already shared this, they had a chance today to get an Instagram makeover by myself and the adventure team where we go through and we consult with them and help them have just an amazing Instagram account. Well, we're going to do something for one lucky person. We're not only going to do a makeover, but we're going to do a takeover where we take our social influence and our entire team and we take over your Instagram account, which is going to be just a ton of fun. Okay, so I'm not gonna. Should I tell you now? Because I kind of want to jump right in, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna invoke the adventure clause on you. Okay? You're gonna go to Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow, and I know there is one food that you don't eat. Yeah, you don't eat that food. You're like, I don't like it, and I'm not even sure you've even tried it. But that's all of us, right? We don't know if we like something because we haven't even tried it, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to take a selfie of you eating that food that you've never tried, and you're going to use the hashtag Instagobble, and you're going to say what was your aha moment or the thing that you were thankful for learning, but you're going to do that. For all my Canadian friends, just get some, ketchup chips, get something else, celebrate a little bit of Thanksgiving with us, okay? So, this is what you're going to do. Wherever you are, you're traveling back, you're going through a KFC, just everybody can do it. We're going to take the best Thanksgiving selfie, wherever that is in the world, and you're going to use Instagobble. Now, we're also going to interact with that hashtag. The adventure team's online. They're on the event page. They're on Twitter. They're on Instagram. And they're going to be interacting with you and answering your questions. And so use that hashtag Instagobble. So that's a way for us all to hang out afterwards. Okay? And because here's what happened to me. Did you know that sweet potatoes, like yams, I guess, the problem is they called it yams. But legit sweet potatoes with the marshmallows and cinnamon brown sugar, amazing. But here's the thing, my whole life, I said I didn't like them, but they were amazing. And so here's what you're gonna have to do. You're going to get outside your comfort zone. And so that's going to be one way to get outside of your comfort zone. I feel like Jocelyn and Joel and Dan are having this epic Periscope conversation, and I really just want to be on their conversation. Sweet potatoes are no fun to peel. I am what I am. Oh, great. Fact, sweet potatoes are healthier when they're covered in marshmallows. I don't see how we're going to get this done in an hour, but I love you guys. I love your style. Okay, so let's, I think those are all the announcements. Well, there are some other surprises. Here's the thing. Adventure team. I forgot to write down what our heart count was when we started. Oh, that was a fail. Adventure team, can you guys private message me what the number is? If you could, that would be amazing. Black Friday sale, I can't talk about it. It's a Green Friday sale. Let's see. So let's see. We're at 16.8. Let's say that we were at 16,750,000 and that we're already at 100,000. So, because I know we already would have got some. So I'm going to say we were at 16,750,000 unless, Danielle, you have an updated number. Okay, they're just messaging in. We started at 16,700,000. So as soon as we hit 17.7, 2 sevens, that's lucky, then we will have hit that number. So they'll give us updates throughout that. So anyway, keep your toddlers busy on iPads. It should be Santa's workshop in your house right now. Call your neighbors. Okay, so here are the 5 things that I want to talk to you about. There's 5 phases, right? So I give a lot of tips, right? But it doesn't mean that you're going to use all the tips. But what I want to do is actually give you a system that if you follow this, you will win. It's inevitable that you will win. And I'll go right. What it is here. Okay, So here is this, and I also put that in our online document. And so here are the 5 things, right? If somebody wants to go and put these notes in here, that is awesome. So the first phase is attract. Second phase, engage. Third phase, post. Fourth, churn. 5, follow up. There are things that you are going to do daily, weekly, and monthly. But essentially, you're always following those 5 things. You're going to attract, you're going to engage, you are going to post, you are going to churn, and you are going to follow up. If you do that and you do that consistently, it is inevitable that you are going to win on Instagram. I'm going to break down each one of these. Now, I'm not going to be able to give you every tip and every idea, but I have a special surprise for you at the end. In addition to you get this entire document as we continue to work it out, we will give out 100 turkeys tomorrow, as well as then we have another surprise for you at the end of this, okay? So the first step, attract, okay? So here is the thing. I think what happens is the world revolves around us, right? All the notifications on my phone are about me. My GPS, I'm at the center of it. So social media, if you're not careful, it is entirely just about us, okay? And we just have to be really, really careful about that. But here's, you want me to make a sad face real quick? You're already working on memes. You're not even listening. Okay, here's your sad face. When you spam everybody, it makes me sad. It makes Jesus sad. When you spam people, when you follow, like, well, you can't follow a million people because the API doesn't work that, but technically it's 1,688. So yeah, it makes Jesus sad. Okay, you're welcome. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think, who is that next rock star on your team? So I think what happens is we just say, oh, I want just anybody, right? Like when I talked about Facebook, we just kind of say, hey, everybody, I want anybody on my team. You know, my dad was telling me a story and about how, like, the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines, they, like, come to your school and they talk. And, you know, the Army guy talks about that he's going to give you money for college, and the Air Force guy talks about technology, and the Navy guy talks about travel. And each of them are supposed to take, like, 10 minutes, and they take 15, and it leaves 2 minutes for the Marine guy. And the Marine guy stands up and says, about 2 of you could cut it. And all the kids want to be a Marine, right? Is you want to feel special. One of the posts that I really don't like is when people say, I'm looking for 10 people on my team. I don't want to be one of 10 people. I want to be special. So if you're looking for that soccer mom and that college student and that, you know, person with student loans stuff, that's fine. That's 10 posts. It's not just 10 people, okay? And so you want to say, who am I trying to attract? And so I want you to think about that. If you have your iPad or you want to go to a web browser and look at your Instagram profile, here is the thing. Do you want to hang out with that person? So when you think, who is that person that I want? This is a very important thing because this actually is going to be a part in this spreadsheet is we have the who, like who are they? Like what do they want out of life? Most people, they just want to, you know, most people could save their house for $300 a month. Most people's lives, they can be rescued for under $500. So I think when we start talking about like big money, like we might as well talk about $1 billion or $1 quadrillion, because what people really want is they want Christmas money. That's their what. That is their felt need. Their real need, that's their why. Their what is their felt need. What? I need money for Christmas. The why? Yeah, I want to be home with my kids, right? Now, we're going to ask questions like, who is that profile? So, are you attracting them? And so how you attract them is with a profile, okay? And so when I look at my profile, we'll go. So here's my profile. And we have this thing that we call the tailgate test, right? So if I'm going to go and hang out with people, I'm going to say, I want to just, you know, if I'm going to hang out with them, what do I Do I want to hang out with this guy? Right? So take Joel Dunn, for example. Yeah, so like what Jocelyn says is be the person you want to attract. Absolutely. I think if most people look at their profile, here is what I wrote down. Admit you're a hot mess. Enter Insta Rehab. Feel free to screen grab that. Okay? Like, admit you're a hot mess and enter Insta Rehab. Okay? So, here's the deal. So, if at the real Joel Dunn and at Dan Shaker, if they get a friend request or a follow, I follow them, they're going to look at this guy and they're going to go like, oh, you have Boba Fett and Vader? You haven't yet. Hello. Chief Adventure Officer, Growth Hacker, Jedi Master, life is a grand adventure. I'm looking at about the first 9 pictures, right? That's 3 by 3, right? And I'm saying, hey, you know what? This is somebody who looks like he's on an adventure. He's into a Star Wars countdown. He loves, his kids. Here's a picture at Pixar. He has somewhat of a sense of humor. Right? I feel like if most of you went to your own profile, like if I could somehow hack Instagram for just a minute and have you follow yourself, you would not accept the friend request. You would not accept the follow request. You would not follow yourself back. True or not true? Can we just be honest? Like, can I get a witness? Yeah, you wouldn't. That's a problem. So before I start telling you how to get more followers and before I start to post, we need a little Insta-vention. I think that's, it is a word now. But if we're just honest about it, we just go, you know what? It's a little janky. So here's some of the things that is in this document that I am going to help you with, okay? So when I'm looking at a profile, let me, if you guys want to put one of your Instagram names in that you don't mind me taking a look at, go ahead and do that right now. Janky, it's hashtag JANK. Why? Jocelyn. Okay, so. Okay, Jocelyn, if you could put that in right. Put that in one more time. So I'll make sure I spelled it. There you are. Which, by the way, Jocelyn, you don't follow me on Twitter. You need to fix that. Oops, I wasn't following you on Instagram. That's awkward now. Hey, but now we're all good. We're all good. Okay, so I'm going here to Jocelyn. Her profile. So there are several things that I do as part of the test. Okay, and so I actually have them here in this document. The janky checklist. Would you follow you? Does your name make sense and consistent? Right? And I even give you a website that you can see if your name is available across all social media. Does it have a clear profile picture with good contrast? The follower-following ratio. The bio, bullet points with emojis. Personal website, and the first 9 pictures. Okay? So, some of you are cheating. If we don't get those million hearts, I'm going to have to hack your phones and get those screen grabs back. Okay, so let's look at Jocelyn. So, the first thing is Jocelyn is Jocelyn. That is a good thing. That seems like not a big deal, but when you put like, your name is so obscure that, and then it doesn't match anything, it's very hard to really kind of reconcile those two, okay? She has her name clear, that's important, and then great profile picture. When I say contrast, look at what I'm saying with contrast. It is close up. See, a lot of times you need to make sure that your profile picture is going to be shown really, really small. So she has a great profile picture, and if she was standing in this picture on like a white background, that wouldn't be good contrast. The contrast is the light hair with the black background. I can see her face. This is a great profile picture. So the next thing I look at is follower and following ratio. So why that's important is if I go over here to this account and it says that she's following a ton more people than is following her, then I'm just going to be turned off by that. Now, a lot of you, it's going to be hard for you to have that number on the right be right in line, but there's some of you, you have like 2,100 people, and then, it's like there's 500 people following you. That's going to be too much. I actually have something in a spreadsheet here where you can put whatever your follower number is here. So let's say you have 800, and then it will tell you that that's about the range that you can be following, right? And so that's in the spreadsheet, so you can just kind of update your number there and say, oh, there's 500 people, then I'm going to let you then have 575. You do more than that, and people will stop following you just because of that reason, okay? The next thing that I'm looking at with Jocelyn on my list, on my bullet point list, is I'm looking at her bio. So you see, she's doing this perfectly. She isn't going and writing this long sentence, right? She's not going and like, my life goal is to do this, and I'm doing that, and like all of this stuff, okay? She's just saying, wifey, makeup, fashion, LDS, homemaker, it works, and so what she's done is she has bullet points. And so that is really important there, okay? So really, really great that she's doing that. She's also using emojis. People don't read anymore, they skim. This is an important thing to understand. I need these emojis to guide me through. And so this is a really, really great profile. She has her email if you want to contact her. She also, you can swipe right if you're on an iPhone, swipe up if you're on Android. Also, that little guy down there that says like 3.2 thousand with all the hearts, you can click on that, and that will also bring you to where the share button is. Then this is the other thing that I like is what I like is going to your Facebook page because you're developing more of a personal relationship. A lot of people are upset, oh, my link doesn't work. Who cares if your link doesn't work? Your link goes to maybe an e-commerce site. That's not sales, right? So this is marketing. Sales is follow-up. So what you're doing is you want somebody to say, oh, I want to get to know her more, right? And so I would say, Jocelyn, I'm not sure I've ever done this before, Jocelyn. I'm going to give you 10 out of 10. I don't think I've ever done that. Everybody, if you could just put the applause emoji in the comments. Yeah, like I usually give like a 7, 8. I want to give you a 9 just because I've never given a 10. I didn't look at your first 9 pictures. Let's see. You down to 9. Oh, crap. You're going to be able to keep it, I think. So, we'll talk later about what to post. And so what she has is she's dealing with fashion, relationships, Christmas. And so she's doing good here. Like travel, dreams, right? So I'd say she's doing well here. Now, I want to give you guys one tip here, okay? This is going to be huge for you, okay? What people are doing is they're initially going to your account. And when they go to your account, they're saying, is this somebody that I want to go on vacation with? Is this somebody that I want to hang out with? And once that is the case, and they say yes, here's what I'll tell you. They will never go back to this again. You get them to do this one time, and then they decide to follow you. Every other time that I will ever see a post from Jocelyn is going to be like this in my feed. I will never see it again like this. So that means this. half of your likes will happen in the first 6 hours. So that means if she's putting like a before and after picture here, that's not bad to have that. But let's say she had one here, and let's say she had one here, and let's say she had one here. I'm not even saying that's bad, but what my recommendation is to go back, and if you have too many kind of product-driven things or promotion things, after about 3 days, go back and delete them. Because when you post, you're basically posting to a feed. This is not a feed. This is a portfolio. So in a portfolio, all she wants to have is the best of, right? She just wants to go through and say, I want to show my best pictures. So what I would do probably after about 2-3 days is I'm going to take one of those Christmas tree pictures away. I am going to I mean, her ratios are good, but if there was something that was like a little too close, like if a hair model and a disclosure statement, or okay, so look at this. She's starting to have too much business here. That happens to all of us, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would go back and delete 1 or 2 of those, right? But that's what she needs to be posting, because you post to a feed. This is a portfolio. So you manage your portfolio afterwards, right? That's a really, really big tip. So the first thing is, are you are people going to be attracted to you? But you have to decide who are you going after. So good job, Jocelyn. And feel free to message me afterwards. We can talk about some of that. So that's a huge tip, is realize all of the